What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Payne and the Panda here, and first off, it is crucial that I tell everyone that the league has officially been disbanded for personal reasons I will not go into at this moment. If you have any questions, just message me on Xbox, but I will most likely not answer because I do not want to get into it. Anyways, the top 10 best King players of all time. I mean, any King player out there has probably always wondered, who is the best? Who is the best? I mean, we've probably had ideas, you guys have probably had ideas, and my list is just compiled off pure opinion and how I've played against them and how I've seen them play against other people as well. It's in no way a fact, so please don't get on me about this. There will be picks that you guys do not agree with, I'm positive, and there will be some that everyone can say, yeah, that seems right. I must also note that I will not put myself in this list. I leave it up to you guys if you feel free to fucking rank me on your top 10 best King players list of all time or whatever. If I even make the top 10 on your list. But with that being said, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna jump right into it with number 10, Aleski. I should probably have noted that this list is not just compiled off skill, but how long people have been playing, and not just current skill either. I'm talking about their absolute peak. Now, Aleski's at the number 10 spot because I still do not believe we've seen his peak. He is on the he's on the climb, he's on the hill upward, but we haven't seen the best Aleski yet. All things considered though, where he's at right now still gives him a top 10 best King players spot of all time, in my personal opinion. He went from just commenting on my YouTube videos, I know I sound like a fucking broken record, but he went from just commenting on my YouTube videos to actually competing and beating me in King matches, and that is just absurd, and all in about a year, I'd say, maybe a year and a half at most. But yeah, he has had a quick rise, and he's only getting better. So Aleski, keep up the good work out there. You're good in all the classes, you're good in low classes, you're good in high classes. If I had one thing I'd say to improve on for you, Aleski, it would be your chasing. You're very good at running with the crown and dodging and juking people. I think you just need to brush up a little tiny bit more on chasing and catching people, and then you'll be pushed up even further, probably even into the top 5 list when it's all said and done. We're gonna move on to the 9th spot though, and it's going to be King the Sixth God. Sixth God came in at around Horizon, no, he came in Horizon 3, and he just took over that scene. He was definitely top 3 best players on that game easily. He was known for his jukes, he was known for his reverse jukes, he was known for just being the King player of Horizon 3 in most people's eyes, and much respect to him. However, he stepped foot into Horizon 4. I mean, I understand he didn't really like it, but I feel like Sixth God, you just didn't give it enough time. Trust me, I don't like the game either, but if you would have just given it about maybe four more weeks of a month of playing time, you'd probably like it just a bit more. I mean, I can't say that for me because I've been playing it and I'm still not the biggest fan of Horizon 4, but yeah. If I could think of anything to work on for Sixth God, it would just be sticking with it. I mean, you got the skill down on Horizon 3, so it can't be that hard to get it down on Horizon 4. In no way am I saying you're bad, but I think what you need to work on is just the confidence. You need to be confident to just play Horizon 4, man. Just suck it up. I fucking had to do it, and yeah, you'll definitely become one of the best players in this game as well, because you easily did it in Horizon 3. We're gonna move on to the number 8 spot, which is my boy Top Gear Tim. Tim is getting this spot because when I first played him, he was easily top 5 best King players, and that was in Horizon 1. He is one of the only last remaining Trailblazers from that game that has played every single Horizon and stuck through every single Horizon as well. He's played on Horizon 1 when I first knew him, top 5, and no offense, Tim, you've been on a downward spiral ever since Horizon 1. Horizon 2, you still had your skill. You still were there. Still were competing with the best. Horizon 3, I think you fell off. But Horizon 4, you did. You know, your skill level in Horizon 4, I feel like it's in between 2 and 3. So I felt 3 was your worst, 4 was your absolute. I mean, 1 was your absolute best, without a shadow of a doubt. I remember that Peugeot in R2, I think. It was fucking snappy as hell and just hard to catch. I remember the Tim Lean tunes in Horizon 2. A lot of people don't know about that, but that was a tune that Tim had. I'm sorry for giving anything away, Tim. I don't think you really care though. But yeah, that shit was nasty. And then what I think you need to work on, Tim, is this is what, Tim, you need to just say fuck it with the pride. I know we all have pride as original King players. We saw the clean way of playing, but when the game changes, we have to learn to adapt, Tim. I mean, I know you're one of, if not one of, then the greatest, well, the cleanest player that I know. But yeah, that's all I should say, Tim. I'm not in no way saying be a straight up bitch, but you know, take advantage of opportunities. You see him turn around a little bit more, you know what I mean? Fuck it, why not? Don't suicide though. No one did that. We're gonna move on to number 7, and that is going to be Shifu. Shifu has had the quickest jump from okay/mediocre to one of the top players in the King community. And now a lot of people, including myself, I will admit, a lot of people did not like him in Horizon 3 and probably at the beginning of Horizon 4 just because you talked too much shit, Shifu. It was just annoying. It wasn't even annoying as in like you know, it offends us. It's just like, oh my god, he's posting again. You know what I mean? But in no way did that affect your skill level. In no way did anyone hating on you stop your grind to be one of the top best King players in the community. And that jump from mediocre to top 5 current players, I should say, is the shortest gap I've ever seen in the King community ever. And yeah, that's all I should be able to say about Shifu. This next spot, number 6, is going to be very, 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 a lot of people are not going to agree with this one. Like I said, it's just personal opinion. And in no way am I saying that one person is better than the other. I'm just saying, in my opinion, an overall, you know, yeah. You know what I'm trying to fucking say, right? Okay, good. Number 6, I'm going to put Tim Racing Pro up there. Doubt he's even gonna be able to watch this video because he probably doesn't give a fuck. He don't not subscribe to me, but yeah. People are not gonna agree with this. A lot of people don't think that Tim Racing Pro was even that good, but I do think, with my most unbiased opinion, even though I didn't like him either at one point, that he was definitely an amazing player in Horizon 2. Horizon 2, he was the guy that our rivals in 4K went to with, you know, for help, I should say. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, whenever they needed backup or something, they always went to Tim Racing Pro. And that obviously says something about how he was seen in their eyes. And I must respect that, because we also had people, I mean, well, never mind. We all got online to fight our own battles. But, Tim Racing Pro definitely was good in S1, definitely was good in S2, definitely was good in X. The lower the class, I'd say he, you know, started falling off, but yeah, Horizon 2, he was very good. Horizon 3, he didn't play a lot until it started dying out, which a lot of people don't think is a manly move, to say the least. But hold on while I sip my tea, 'cause I'm a bit sick here, folks. Okay. Yeah, Tim Racing Pro, if there's one thing you should work on, I just think you should just play the newer games. Don't fall into the habit of playing the old games. They're fun and all. They're even better, I'd say, than the more previous ones. But If you're truly playing that just for fun, then okay, but don't play it competitively, because that just gives you a terrible look. People will start saying, oh, he's only playing this game now. And I will admit, I kind of also think this is the reason why. People will start saying, oh, he's only playing that game because all the good people have migrated to the newer one. Now, be that as it may or may not be the truth, I still think you earned the number 6 spot in the top 10 best King players of all time. Now, number 5, I am going to give to Tuner Mark. Tuner is just, when I met him in Horizon 2, actually it wasn't even close. When I met him in Horizon 2, he was actually in this dude, Don Juan Songs Club. We played an infected game, and I was in an S1, and his whole club was in Veninos. And I forget how many minutes it was, but I went untouched the whole game in an S1 fucking Sylvia, and those Veninos couldn't fucking keep up with me. But I forgot. I don't know why I stopped talking to Tuner. Yeah, we weren't friends at the time when I beat him that time. But then when he came back around and I played him the second wave of Tuner Mark, that dude was just insane. I mean, the snap on the cars and just the reading glasses that Tuner had. It's hard as hell to juke Tuner. I would say that. It is hard as hell to juke Tuner. I don't think I've ever gotten a good one on Tuner. Everyone else on this list, as a matter of fact, everyone else on this list, I can say I've juked once. I've gotten a good juke. But Tuner Mark, damn nigga, you were just something else. But I will take a little bit of points away because Tuner only used the most OP cars for every single class, and but he still did very good in them nonetheless when everyone else was in OP cars as well. So don't think if you get an OP car you're gonna automatically be better than Tuner. I'm talking about Horizon 2, by the way, because he did fall off a little bit in Horizon 3. He was still an amazing player. It was just a slight decrease, but I think he's officially done with King now. We won't be seeing him play King competitively ever again. One of the first ever retired players. But Tuner, you were one crazy ass nigga. Number 4 is our boy, the finest Scion. That man was just insane with the luck. Nobody outside of the five family, no one will understand the luck, with the exception of Talia Tim. No one will understand how fucking lucky he got. But it was all planned out. It's one of those phenomena you can't explain. It was like he got lucky. There wasn't a single game where he didn't get lucky at least 3 times a match. At least 3 times a match. There wasn't a time he didn't get lucky. But all luck aside, he was another insane player. He used to dump a whole bunch of fucking power into his fucking S2s in Horizon 2. I believe, he did the same shit in fucking Horizon 3 as well. That's when I started taking up that idea of just fucking dumping power and fucking engine swapping shit, because why the fuck not? He was the original Mr. fucking engine swap, and the luckiest bastard in the world, and I miss you, my brother. We all miss you, and you have earned yourself a spot as one of the greatest King players in the history. Multiple time Team King champion with Trio. I believe he also has a solo win. I'm not too positive on that, but I wouldn't see why he wouldn't in the tournament I'm talking about. Let's move on to the number 3 spot with the man, DP. DP only played Horizon 2, which is why he's only at the number 3 spot. But I will say, no one's touching DP in Horizon 2. I'm just saying that now. No one's touching DP in Horizon 2 as far as greatest Horizon 2 King player of all time. No one's touching him. Maybe some people will think I'm close, but I can admit DP was ahead of me. He was way ahead of me at the time. And a lot of people say me and Tuner were the closest in skill level, but there's still a gap. The gap between me, Tuner, and DP is just too far. When I say I played with that man playing from 10:30 at night to 3 in the fucking morning, just constant 1v1s, trying to pick his brain, trying to see what the hell I gotta do to reach that fucking level of King playing. It was just insane what that man could do. You couldn't catch him, you couldn't juke him, you could get lucky here and there. The only person that I've seen DP struggle with is Sion, and that's because of that damn luck that Sion had. And he fucking hated Sion because of that shit too. A lot of us did, but it was all just fun and games. But DP, man, if you ever make a comeback, teach these youngins how it's fucking done. In Horizon 2 at least. I'm not sure how he'd be in Horizon 3 or 4. He didn't play Horizon 3. I don't think he played King in Horizon 1. I'm pretty sure he played Horizon 1, but not King. And he's played Horizon 4. I only played one King game with him. And, 4 years of Rust can take its toll on you, so I didn't really blame him for that or discredit him. But that dude was just miles ahead of everyone in Horizon 2. We're gonna move on to number 2, and that is going to be Kangaroo Dundee, or if you like to call him Harai Gods, in which is his gamer tag, then call him that. I met him in Horizon 3 along with Six God at around the same time. I remember it perfectly too. Six God was pissing Trio off one night, beating Trio's ass, and then I think I had gotten on first. Either me or Dundee have gotten on first, and then Trio or Six God had invited the other to even the playing field. I don't think we did Team King. We probably did do Team King, but I think we just did free for all. I remember it on Airport Large, and I was like, damn, what the hell did this dude come from? I didn't play with him much more after that or in between, but when I came back around, Dundee, I will say I fucking hated you, not for your playing style, because Trio and Christian can vouch for this. I've always said that Dundee, you were better than me. Despite my hatred for you in Horizon 3, even during the hatred, I've always told them that I thought you were better than me, and they didn't want to believe it. I still do believe it, and well, I'm not trying to start beef, Dundee, but I do think I was slightly better than you in Horizon 3, but you're miles ahead of me in Horizon 4, without a doubt. And for that, you get the number 2 spot. I don't even have anything I could suggest you work on at this point. You got everything down packed. You got the tunes, you got the chasing aspect, you got the running away aspect. I got nothing. You're an amazing 2v2 champion, one of the best Team King players to ever play Team King, along with Sion and Trio. Ooh, that'd be another great video. Top 5 dream matches for 2v2 / Team King. This video for another day. We might actually do that one, alright? But yeah, number 2 spot, Dundee, you have earned the second best player of all time spot, in my opinion. I'm going to give some honorable mentions now. I'm going to go on my Xbox, I'm just going to look down my friend list, and I'm just going to talk about at most 5 people. Yeah. Bruno, SR Bruno, I don't know if everyone knows him, but he was another amazing player. He played all of the Horizons, actually. He stopped in Horizon 4, like at the beginning of it, but I do remember playing with him. I played a few games with him around the first month or 2 of its release. He was, his peak was Horizon 2, I'd say. His peak was, definitely Horizon 2. Who else can we give a fucking shout out to? Beast Carbon, of course. Beast, those stabs. I don't know, man. Those were the shits in Horizon 3. I will say you came out of nowhere with them shits, but I don't think Horizon 4, the maps agree with your former playstyle of the stabs. The maps are just, it don't mesh well. Is what I'm trying to say here. Camtad, the king of the trucks, without a doubt. If you can retire someone and call him the king of the trucks, it's definitely Camtad. Camtad, the absolute best player. I used to struggle catching his fucking Ford Raptor in my 599 XX on Horizon 3. That's how good Cam was in those damn trucks. And I'm not talking about on an off-road map either. I'm talking about on Airstrip Small. He was just fucking great. Who else we got here? I had someone else I wanted to give a small little shout out to. I guess Woe's also fucking amazing player. Those turnarounds pissed me the fuck off though. From Russia with Love, Horizon 1, the best king player of Horizon 1 in my eyes was From Russia with Love. He did every class as well. Christian George, of course, you guys know. I think you're amazing players. You guys have definitely stepped it up from just being drag racers and Goliath racers, or racers in general, to actual competing in fucking King. Damn, this video is long as shit. We're gonna move on to the number 1 spot though. By the process of elimination, everyone should know who the hell I think the best King player of all time is, and that is my brother True Yeet Trio. Met True Yeet Trio. I'm just gonna call him Trio. Fuck saying the whole fucking gamer tag. I met Trio in Horizon 1 under his gamer tag Killer Skills. I remember playing his Zonda R. That was the first time I ever played him. And you know when someone's doing stuff, like when a random is actually hitting the brakes and turning when they're supposed to and trying to juke, but you still beat them. But like when you can tell there's potential there. That's exactly what I saw with Trio. I messaged him there saying, "Yo, you're hella good. You got potential, bro." I don't know what was said between then and and now, obviously, or by the time we met again, we re-met. But he joined my club, blah blah blah. Some drama happened with him and my club leader. And fast forward to Horizon 2, met him again. I thought he was a fucking little kid the way he was spamming me. But Trio, you are definitely the best player, the best King player to have ever played the game, in my opinion, because you stuck with it. After getting your ass beat by multiple people, you've always come back and you've always beaten them. I think you are the clutchest player, which has a big is a big part of King being clutch. If you're down, if some people are down by 2 minutes, they're like, oh shit, this game's over. Trio, he'll never give up. He'll ask you how much time he has left when the fucking time is right on the screen just to make sure he can complete that fucking comeback, which he does, I'd say 70% of the time, if given the opportunity. He can run away from you. Everyone knows about the run. The innovator of the run, which just baffles me because he does not do anything special. He's one of the only players that does not juke and is still able to beat anyone on any given day. That's another thing about Trio. He's never really struggled with anyone at all in King, of course, except for DP, but all of us have, so that disqualify him. But there was never a person that Trio couldn't beat. Like in Horizon 2 for a long time, I couldn't beat Dundee. That was my Achilles heel. In not Horizon 2, in Horizon 3 it was Dundee. In Horizon 2 it was fucking Tuner. But Trio could easily beat Tuner in Horizon 2. Trio could easily beat Dundee in Horizon 3. And people that I struggle with in Horizon 4, Trio has proven to be able to compete with them as well. So my boy, you've earned that spot in my eyes as the greatest King player of all time. Let me know, guys. I think from now on, because this video is long as shit, I'm just gonna do a top 5 list. But let me know what kind of list you want me to do. I think I'm gonna do top 5 dream matches for 2v2s next. But just let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you guys later. Peace.